So, um, location, my room, date 31st May 2024, 9:04 p.m. And yeah, I'm trying to um, fix my intros slightly. So, yeah, anyways, I actually have stuff to say today. Just watched a video of Usain Bolt. His It's just a video titled How to Win the 100 meter, and it's mostly him just saying inspiring stuff, just bragging. But he obviously earned that shit. Anyways, so just watched it, and I felt like, man, like I'm just wondering like how amazing, how what must be that feeling to be like, you know fastest in the world. And funny thing, it's a bit embarrassing actually right now, but I started running about a year and a half back, almost 2 years now. I think about one and a half somewhere, around September. It should be 2 years. So when I first started running, I just wanted to run. Um, I didn't have any goal with it. I just want to get fit, lose weight, and stuff. But over time, the more I ran, the more I grew confident, and I started dreaming a bit. So I started daring to dream a bit, and then I set the whole like streaks, 60-day streaks, and I did till 120-day streak as well, every day running. Uh, and then I I believe about a year in, no, not exactly a year, it was like 7 months in, I started dreaming of hitting like a mileage dream, a lifetime dream of hitting 1 lakh kilometers, and which is, yeah, 1 lakh kilometers is in, I guess, 100,000 kilometers in the American unit. So 100,000 kilometers, 1 lakh kilometers here in India. And so that's become, I set that as a dream for my lifetime mileage, and I broke it down into yearly goals and decade goal as well. So I do have it set in place, and if I keep running, I know I'm gonna hit it someday. It's not like an impossible dream, it's just a long dream that's gonna take a while, but I know I'll hit it as long as I live and as long as I keep running. So it's a massive dream, but it's not an impossible dream. But one impossible dream I had, and I started dreaming about it about after I started dreaming about the mileage lifetime dream, and that's the crazy 10K world record. More like it's rather than the world record, I should say. The reason I even picked it was because I believe the current world record for 10K is 26.11 minutes, 26 minutes 11 seconds for 10 kilometer. My goal, when I saw that time, my goal was 26 minutes. So if I can hit it, obviously I'll break the world record. But maybe by that point, by the point I reach somewhere close by, someone might have already went to 25 by then. But the reason I want to hit 26 is because it's my favorite number. More like because my birthday is 26, and I'm always, for whatever reason, I've just liked that number. Mostly because it was my birthday, and then over time I've just used it, like I just grown to like it, I suppose. And so it's kind of a lucky number stuff. And when I saw that 10K world record, and I was, yeah, man, I'm gonna fucking hit this number no matter what. So 26 has always been like, basically I started dreaming about it, and yeah, I want to run a 10 kilometer in 26 minutes, which is absolutely ridiculous for my current goal. Like even currently it's ridiculous. When I started dreaming about it, it was even more ridiculous. But even now, my 5K is actually more than that. So my 5K is 27 minutes 52 seconds right now, and my 10K is somewhere in 59 minutes somewhere. So I need to be twice, more than twice faster to be even somewhere close to 26. So it's a yeah, it's a crazy impossible dream, but like, I've always been a bit too realistic in my life. Like, I've already told my story a lot of times. And well, I had my vision issue as well and all this. I won't go too much into detail, but long story short, I've just held myself back my whole life. I'm 31 now. I started this whole journey, self-improvement, this life reset journey, about 3 years now. 3 years when I was 28. When I hit 28, that's around a year when I started really, feeling the shit, feeling cornered. It was the most lowest point in my life, and then I started changing. And so, like, till that point, and that point also came about because I just kept holding myself back. I'm like, okay, I can do this shit, I can do this, and all the different excuses I came up with. And then because of that, I cornered myself into that, and that finally I reached a point where I just felt completely suffocated, and everything started just cornering me, and I dug the hole myself. So no, not blaming anyone or anything else. It's just I dug it myself, and I cornered myself when I was 28. That was about 3 years back. And so yeah, so till that point I've just never dare to really have a dream, and not that, the flimsy, like, childhood dreams and stuff I did have like any other kid. But like, kids don't know any better. So like, by the time I knew what a dream is and how crazy it is to have like an impossible dream, I never dared to dream it. I never dared to say it out in front of someone and stuff. And yeah, I've always been a coward when it comes to that. And after I started this journey, which has been pretty drastic for me, I've made lots of drastic changes in my mindset and everything, and physically, in every aspect of my life, I've made a lot of changes, and I'm still picking up my pieces. I still have lots of shit to fix and stuff, but I'm at a much better place now. And just like, only now I'm actually like, I've found that confidence, I've found that mindset that I can actually say, yeah, man, I want to hit this impossible dream. I know it's impossible, and now I understand a little about how much work it would probably take. Somewhat a bit little knowledge, because I've been running consistently for just 1.5 year. I know a little bit about how insane it is now, because the more better I get, the more I run, the more I realize how insane it is. So yeah, I do know that shit. I do know how impossible it is, but despite that, I do want to run 10 kilometer in 26 minutes. It's gonna be fucking, like, that's an impossible dream. I know it, but fuck, man. Because the very reason I started my this whole journey as well, one of the biggest first like achievements that actually made me start on this journey was also because I did something that I always thought was impossible for me, and that was pull-ups. It wasn't like crazy impossible. It's just that I never tried it. Like, I tried it a few times, but because I never like dedicated myself to learning it, no matter what, I never put the time and effort to it. I was never that dedicated. That's why I could never do it well, in correct form without swinging. I could never go up properly, and I just gave up after trying a bit and never being able to do it. And so my whole life till like 2027, till that year when I started learning pull-ups from scratch again, I've just always felt pull-ups are like impossible for me. I can never do it. But when I started it, I started from just hanging for 3 or 4 months, and then eventually getting to do a proper clean pull-up from dead hang to complete top. And yeah, I did something which I thought was impossible for me for my whole life till then. Like at 28, I was able to do it in just a few months. So it was obviously more of a mind thing than anything else. It wasn't like an impossible task. Pull up is something many people can do, so it's not an impossible dream. And it's just I never tried, actually properly tried to learn it. But it was still like an impossible thing for me. But now this shit, the running a 10 kilometer in 26 minutes, this is a legit impossible dream. It's not impossible. Obviously, someone would break it, and someone is already running it. Those top runners, they're already hitting it. So it's not impossible, but it is very close to that impossible boundary. And so this is a legit one. But with all the changes I've seen and with all the things I've learned, and the power of discipline, the power of commitment, consistency, and all that stuff, and being smart about it, doing all the right things, your diet, your sleep, and everything. And now I know a lot about that stuff. Obviously, I'm nowhere near even like amateur level. I'm a complete beginner still in the running and everything. And who knows, I might never reach it, but I do want to state it clearly and confidently that I do have the dream, and I want to run a 10 kilometer in 26 minutes. And the reason I picked 10 kilometer is because I like that distance. It's like long enough where I have like time to enjoy what I do, like listen to music, podcast, or just enjoy the view and all that stuff. But it's not that long where I'm like starting to, push like a bit, use my mental, like, go through my like use up my mental fortitude, I guess. So it's just a sweet spot for me, 10 kilometer. And another efficient thing about it is because 10 kilometer is a good distance for me to run every day. I do it in just an hour, and that's exactly about the time I get in the morning for my runs and stuff. If it goes a bit more than that, it starts to interfere with my other stuff. So like 10 kilometers is the right sweet spot. 5K is a bit too short for me, and it interferes again with a lot of my running goals, mileage goals and stuff. So 10 kilometers is just a sweet spot, and the faster I can do that over time, over the years, the more time I can save in the morning when my focus is much more for like important things in my life. So like it's a very practical goal for me as well to get faster and faster in running the 10K. Also, it's a sweet spot of a distance for me as well, and I want to actually get very good at it. And the better I get at it, it will actually have practical benefits for me as well in my time management and everything, scheduling. So like I have multiple reasons to do it, and I want to have one impossible dream in my life, as embarrassing as it might be if I never hit it, or if I never even get close to it. But I do want to have one impossible dream that I'll keep pursuing for the rest of my life, and hopefully hit it. Hopefully I'll try my best, but like it's 80% doubt, 20% hope that I'll hit it. So yeah, it's an impossible dream, but that's my impossible dream. This day, I'm stating it very clearly in a very public platform. So this will be a record for my lifetime, I suppose. I think I've already hit it. I've already stated it in some other places, maybe Strava or somewhere else. I don't know if I wrote it down on Strava. At least it is in my diary, but this would be a more like proper record. yeah, for the for the record. So that's it for today. You know what, I should stop saying the embarrassing stuff. Like, fuck it, this is my legit uh, impossible dream, but I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna hit it. I mean, 26 might be like pretty crazy, but I know I'll definitely hit 30. Like, I can do 10 kilometers in 30 minutes. That is definitely, I'm gonna do it. 26 would be like more of an impossible dream, but 30 is a definite. So, where is the. Wait, okay. Anyways, so that's it. My weight check for tonight. Yep, my weight is getting under control now, slowly 73.6. Dropping back down from, like, I was almost hitting 75 plus some days, if, like 2 weeks back. Last week I was doing 74, now I'm back at 73. Hopefully I'll drop back to my usual normal weight of 68, 67, 68 and cut even lower to 63. 63 would be great for me because I feel the best when I'm running around 66, 66 and 65. That's when my runs feel very easy for me, my pull-ups as well. So yeah, today was actually a good day, though wasn't the best sleep last night. I did go to bed late again, but today I'm late as well. It's almost 9:30. I'll be in bed before 10 though. But today for a run either, but I did hit 22,000 steps out of 30k my goal. So I did hit my minimum 20k today. So I'm happy about that. For a day I didn't run, it's pretty good. 20k without running. When I run 20k is easy, but yeah. So that's the thing. Also today my pull up and push up, the new change I made, rather than doing like a full pull up session and doing a full push up session the next day, 80 pull ups 20 minutes in a half an hour, and then about, how many was it, 300 push ups in half an hour. That setup, I've gained too much weight to continue doing that setup. The last time I tried it, I almost like I had sore neck. I couldn't even move it. So that current endurance setup is a bit too much at my current weight. I'm almost 6 kg more heavier than when I was doing it well. So now I've switched it to more like adding volume. Plus I got stagnant a bit at that with that setup. To increase the volume further, it was way too hard, especially with pull-ups. So now I'm gonna just get the volume in. So I started yesterday, and the day before yesterday, and now I'm doing just the same shit I was doing when I first started increasing my number for pull-ups from 1 to. Now I'm back to doing that, but they were more higher number and with obviously more discipline because now I know I can do a lot more. So 3 pull-ups, 10 push-ups, and I just do it throughout the day. Today I did 10 sets of it, so 30 pull-ups and 100 push-ups. So it's good for starting. I'll increase it quickly to probably 5 pull-ups and 15 to 20 push-ups, somewhere like that. But for now I'll just go slow and just slowly upgrade it every week, maybe by 1 or 2. With push-ups I can increase it a lot more. With pull-ups I'll need to hold back a bit because I'll exhaust myself too much. And with my weight decreasing though, I might be able to increase it by 1 every week until I hit 9 or 10. By then I might be pushing myself a bit too much if I do it throughout the day. So that's it. Great day today. Put my dream on the record as well. So that's it. If anyone is watching, no one is watching for a while now, and I can understand why no one watches because Mine is absolutely diary material, and I'm not even like saying shit in many of them. I'm just signing in and going out. But if anyone is listening, um, let me know in the comments what your dream is, like a very achievable practical dream, and another impossible dream. So mine achievable one is obviously the mileage one, but the impossible one is the being able to run 10 kilometers in 26 minutes. So that's it. All right, good night, see you guys tomorrow.